Dudes, today I bring you the licks of one Mr. Matt Halpern of Periphery. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing learning Matt Halpern licks, I got a little series going, which is Can Nate Do the Gig? We started out with Erykah Badu. This week I'm doing Periphery, so look for that video to drop soon. But one of the tracks I'm learning is a song called Prayer Position, and it is not easy. I wanted to share two key details with you. One, it's not ready yet. And I know you metalheads are out there waiting to pick it apart, so I'm trying to make it exact. And two, in the process of doing that, I learned two very metal drum licks that I think you'll dig. Dudes, today, two drum licks I stole from Matt Halpern. Let's get this going. And guys, quick reminder, if you'd like a completely free transcription of the licks in this lesson, you don't need to do it yourself. You can just click the link below the player. I've done it for you. You can download it for free. We're getting deeper into the licks than we will in the actual Periphery video, so I'd grab them now. Anyway, on with the lesson. The first lick is classic muscular metal. Let's roll that. So I'm going to slow that down for you. But I think the more important thing is, number one, how you could arrive at a fill like this on your own. And number two, how I learned this so quickly. How after my many years of studying a particular type of drumming, maybe I heard this and I'm like, oh, this is that. And I just chunked it. Okay, so you're playing a groove. Which is really a shuffle. Matt Halpern plays it a little more spacey. He only hits his first rim shot instead of the second one, but it's a shuffle, which means it's triplet based. So if you're going to take a fill in a shuffle, what are you going to do? You're going to triple it. And Matt puts that fill at the end of a 4-bar phrase, and it only occupies 2 beats of that phrase. Say you're playing the prayer position shuffle. And you get to the end of a 4-bar phrase and you want to play a triplet fill for the last 2 bars. So it would sound like. So that's the amount of space he's working with. Now say you want to do something a little more muscular and a little bit more metal, you can simply double all the notes in your triplet. So instead of, you can play. So it's just taking that triplet and making 2/16 out of every eighth. So instead of triplet, triplet, it's triplet, triplet. Slow it down a little bit, triplet, triplet. So it requires some good kick drum doubles. It requires some good kick drum fundamentals. For a video about that, but assuming you have that together, or maybe you're just interested in what Matt's doing, let's talk now about how we start there and end up at the fill that he played in the song. So it just so happens that this idiom is something that a lot of drummers have chunked. And by chunked, I mean you've taken a lot of discrete things and put them into one thing. To use a language analogy, a chunk in language would be like remembering a famous quote or a movie line. Ezekiel 25:17, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the
inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
You get it. So that's what this is. I'm not thinking about 6 notes, I'm just thinking about one thing. And so I imagine is Matt. So one shape you can make that's really common, Bonham did it, Steve Gadd did it, is so imagine you're doing, and then you want to orchestrate it. Now here comes the problem. Say you want to end on the cymbal. You're probably not going to do that. So what are you going to do? You're going to extend it. You're going to play another couple tripletized 16ths. So So that's cool, that's one way to do it. But you know what sounds cooler? Ending on the snare drum. Ah, but this is awkward. You don't want to be doing that at quick tempos. So what Matt does is he puts a kick drum in between. So the whole thing. Let's roll the tape of me playing along with Matt again. And that's how you get the gig on that particular lick. Our second lick isn't fast singles around the toms, but it's actually something I dig more. It's this triplet displacement Bonham type thing that it's hard to really describe, but it's very Tigran. Let's check it out. I love this part of the song because it's like the most metal bass drum stuff ever. Because it's Bonham, right? Except with math, like all over different parts of the triplet. So one thing you might do as a fledgling metal drummer is practice gridding out the triplet and playing different parts of it. So there are 3 different ways you can do that if you're only playing 2 beats within the triplet. There's the first and second, so that would be like 3, 4. There's the second and third, which is Bonham, so it'd be 3, 4. And then there's 3 and 1, which is kind of the Jeff Porcaro, Bernard Purdie shuffle. So 3, 4. Let's talk about the inspiration for this Periphery lick, which is like 3, 4. Etc. So you'll notice it's switching to different parts of the triplet. And if you wanted to make kind of a bass drum coordination exercise where you're playing 2 parts of the triplet and switching within the bar, those different positions in the grid, and you don't want to play 3 strokes consecutively, an easy way to do that is by going backwards. And by that, I mean like 1 and 3, 3 and 1, and then 2 and 3. And you'll see what I mean. So imagine you're just playing this. 3, 4. You see how that kind of lays nicely on the kid. It's a cool kind of exercise. But I think Periphery are also employing this kind of ladder concept where they're increasing the number of repetitions of each thing. So it kind of gives it this mathy 3D sort of thing. So the first time they're playing the first and second triplets, they're playing that 3 times. When they're playing the second and third triplets, they're playing that 4 times. So 3, 4. When they're playing the third and the first triplet, they're playing that 5 times. 3, 4. And finally, and this is kind of the magic, the Mobius, when they go back to the first and second triplet, they're playing that 6 times. And they accomplish that by playing it over the bar line. So 3 in the old bar and then 3 in the new phrase. 3, 4, 1. 4. And that's how the whole thing lands. So let's hear it again. 3, 4. See how that lays? It's really elegant. And then, of course, there's the coordination challenge of only playing half notes with the hands. Halpern's doing something like this. 3, 4. Which is just pure metal. I love it. It also reminds me a lot of something Arthur Natick might play with Tigran. But to take us out, let's go ahead and roll me playing along with Matt playing that lick again, because it's so great.
Let's go!
Anyway, that's how you get the gig. So dudes, hope you've enjoyed that little deep dive, shallow dive, into the drumming of Matt Halpern. We'll be back very soon with the entire Periphery lesson once I've learned that tune. And just a reminder, if you'd like a completely free transcription of the licks in this lesson, just click the link below the player. I'll send that to you for free. Dudes, it's been real. Always enjoy these. See you again real soon in another lesson of the week.